Check, hull, one, check, base, check, one, check, base, one, check, one, two, check, base, one, hull, check, base, one, two, hull.
hello.
Hello, hello, welcome to FIREPLEX. I request all dignitaries to sit, take your seats. I request you to take the seats. Soon the chief guest,
બંધ એટલે બંધ સ્વિચ એ તો ચાલુ જ છે તો બીજું આપો હતો ને બીજું કઈ આ કેમ બંધ થઈ
Hello, hello.
अच्छा यथार्थ सर, अच्छा ये चालू है। हेलो, ये भी चालू है। ओके, मैं थोड़ा साइड होके बोलूँगी क्योंकि क्या है ना, मैं इनको देख नहीं पाती व्हेन आई जस्ट स्टैंड लाइक दिस। अच्छा, आपको पता है ना कि क्या क्या
नरेंद्र मोदी स्टाइल करने के लिए दोनों माइक से बोलना है। आप सेंटर कंसोल ले लीजिए। होल्ड ऑन फॉर अ सेकंड।
हाँ ये नीचे कर दो, नहीं तो फिर मेरे मुंह के सामने ऐसे
सबको सुनते हैं। इट्स वेरी सेंसिटिव माइक, वेरी सेंसिटिव।
तो आई कैन जस्ट स्पीक।
टेक द सेंटर एंड बी इन योर नेचुरल बॉडी फॉर्म।
ओके फाइन। सीक्वेंस नहीं
Hello, I request all dignitaries to take the seat, please. I request all the invitees to take seat, please. Sir, our chief guest and president of the university, they are arriving.
Hello. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Dr. Sanjukta Bose Goswami, welcome you all for the inauguration ceremony of FIREPLEX Agni Sankul, a state-of-the-art training center in the field of fire and environment, health, safety at GSFC University, Vadodara, and Anviksha, a state-of-the-art laboratories and administrative building. In the beginning, we will be having the inaugural ceremony of the FIREPLEX, followed by the inauguration of Anviksha. We will witness the inauguration live through virtual mode. As we can see, the dignitaries have already gathered in the FIREPLEX or Agni Sankul for the plaque unveiling ceremony, inaugurating the state-of-the-art
Our
facilities.
chief guest and president GSFC University has arrived to the FIREPLEX inauguration. This is an initiative of the GSFC University supported by AG, and this is the first time such type of facility is being created in Gujarat. I welcome all the dignitaries. Thank you for coming over here and grace the occasion.
Our chief guest, MD, GSFC Limited, Shri Mukesh Puri, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department, Government of Gujarat, along with all the dignitaries, is now ready to unveil the plaque to mark the momentous occasion of the inauguration of our Center of Excellence, FIREPLEX. A moment we were eagerly waiting for quite some time.
Very wet, rather fireman of India, is 91 years old, and he was ex-DIG CISF and pioneer in fire. Now I request Puri Sahab, Taneja Sahab, and Purandare Sahab to unveil the plaque. This is a very auspicious occasion, 23rd September at 4:15. We are unveiling. May I request Puri Sahab to unveil the plaque?
Let's give a big round of applause.
Thank you, sir. The plaque has been inaugurated by MD GSFC and ACS Home, Shri Mukesh Puri, in presence of President of GSFC University, ex-IAS, ex-GIDM, DG, Shri Taneja sir, and Purandare sir.
ज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्
Considering climatic conditions, we have kept the inauguration in two parts. First one at FIREPLEX over here, and second part at the cultural center of GSFC Fertilizer Nagar. I request dignitaries to visit the FIREPLEX.
Now the dignitaries will take round of the facilities constructed at the FIREPLEX for the practical training and live demonstration.
The student of the BTech Fire and Safety will lead. There are 7 numbers of rooms.
The first room is the fire detection and alarm system.
For the training purposes, and we have total 7 rooms present here for the fire protection systems. We are displaying 7 different fire protection systems and alarm system.
The fire alarm system is designed to alert us to an emergency so that we can take action to protect ourselves.
The first room, that is room number 7, that is fire detection and alarm system. Here, the smoke detectors are provided along with the alarm systems, and based on this smoke detection, the system will work, and the alarms will be there for fire.
The students are showing how the smoke detector works. So we have multiple smoke detectors, heat detector, beam detector, and manual call point in this room.
The alarm has come after 60 seconds of sensing of the smoke. So this is the alarm system. Yes. The next room, that's room number 6, that is clean agent system. This is basically used for the electronic server room, computer room, and it is a very important, because normally what has happened that in computer and sophisticated instruments, whenever we use the DCP, it gets totally distorted. While with this analysis and this clean agent systems, we can douse the fire. Our fire and EHS student is explaining to the guest.
This clean agent are gaseous fire suppressant that is electrically non-conducting and that does not leave a residue upon evaporation. So they are very much in use to protect the high value or sensitive electronic equipment. The systems of foam. We go to the next room, that is foam water spray system, room number 5. So this is a foam water spray system room. The foam water sprinkler is another kind of firefighting device, which as soon as there is detection of fire, the sprinkler immediately discharges foam for the complete area. It is used where there is a Class B flammable liquid fire hazard, such as tanker loading areas, flammable liquid stores, etc. The foam concentrate from the bladder tank will be mixed with the water, and foam solution will flow through the piping to the nozzles. Due to the design of the foam water spray nozzle, air will be mixed with the foam solution to form foam, which will be sprayed into the hazard area. These systems can also be used for discharging water for some initial period, followed by foam discharge for longer period.
Okay, we go to the next room. That is high velocity water spray system. It is basically used for the transformers fire because at high velocity water is being sprayed through the nozzles and it will douse the fire and cool the surface. And this is specifically used for the transformer.
So the dignitaries are now visiting the high velocity water spray system. This is used on fires involving medium and heavy oils or similar flammable liquids. It is used for protection of transformers and dip tanks, as sir has mentioned, where the liquids used are thick and viscous in nature. This system applies water in the form of a conical spray consisting of high velocity droplets. The high velocity water spray nozzles are specially designed nozzles which discharge water from the spray pattern. These high velocity water spray systems are used where fires are likely to be larger.
The next room is medium velocity water spray system.
Range from 10 meter per second to 10 to 20 liter per second. So, we have two lines. One is the detection line and one is the protection line. And outside we have a dilute one, which activates.
The medium velocity systems are very similar in operation and layout to the high velocity
as you can
system.
see, there are two lines. One is the detector line, another is the protection line. The detection line activates the deluge valve and help to allow the rush of water into the protection line, as a result of which this medium velocity are activated. The main purpose is not to extinguish the fire, but rather than that, cool down the storage tanks which are in the tanks which are in the storage farm, to reduce any accident that can occur or any fire that can occur.
Next room is sprinkler system. That's room number 2.
Yes, sir. So basically this room indicate on sprinkler system. So sprinkler system basic on the active fire protection system. Here are, they have mentioned on 3 types sprinkler are there. First is operate sprinkler are in there. Here are sprinkler, they have mentioned in 2 types. Basically they have to mention in 2 way. Those sprinkler you see in what? Garage or something on they have loading on area. When the smoke on the floor, it will take to time ignite it. Time when the people on that area evacuated. So this is the best way sprinkler. Then second sprinkler is sideways sprinkler. Sideways sprinkler you must see in what gallery area. When too much people are in there, such as cinema hall, movie, theater, on their point of area. It will extinguish flammable material. After that, people will be evacuated. Another point is upgraded sprinkler. Upgraded sprinkler, they have must use in something storage area, just like a Godam, storehouse. They have must be used in there. They have specific cover on the particular area. They have particular in such in 1.4, that means 4.1 to 20.4 psi. In this such a pressure, they have extinguished on metal on that particular such. Then after it will be evacuated. So basically this type instruction is there. Yes, sir, welcome.
Next room is main room, that is fire pump. It is having a electrical, diesel and jockey pump. And pressure of the fire hydrant system is maintained through this pumps. Jockey pump is for the, in case of reduction of the pressure of the water line, it will start. Otherwise, main pump will run. In case of no power, you have diesel. Sir, then we have got a facility for 60,000 liters water tank, 5 water tank. Yes, we will. At the end, we would have. Is drill tower. Normally, drill tower is very exceptional because it's very sensitive and it's costly item also. And this drill tower is made, it having a 18-meter total height, and it can have 3 floors. And hydrant systems are provided over there. And all multi-rise rescue operations, high building, malls, everything can be performed over here. Here drills is easily performed. And you can able to train the students as well as the professionals, sir. Yes. Next one is beer gallery. It is smoke chamber. So what happens that in tunnels or in malls or hospitals, there is a containment of the gases in case of fire. And that smoke comes in the beer gallery. Now to rescue that operation, we required a BS set, breathing apparatus set. And somebody will go inside and check any casualty is there. If it is there, they can rescue them and they can take it there. So that is for this purpose. And this is very important. Breathing apparatus gallery. Yes.
So that you need not, normally people don't know.
Yes.
Even I did not know about something.
Yes, yes.
When I went to Mumbai.
Yes, yes, yes. It is also called smoke chamber, sir. Yeah. 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 Sir, I request to take the seats, and our students of BTech Fire and EHS will perform the 4 drills over here. Sorry?
So we will be soon witnessing the drills performed by the fire and EHS students. And the smoke room.
Yes, sir,
as
our
you say.
students will perform a drill over here. We have got total 4 numbers of drills by the students of BTech Fire and EHS. And all dignitaries request to know that after the drills are over, then we have to move to the cultural center of Fertilizer Nagar, where the rest of the programs will take place. This is due to climatic condition we have to make in 2 parts. So, I mean, we are sorry for that thing, but I mean, that's inevitable. Now, I request Sri Krishnan to take up for the drills of the students.
वीडियो वाले हैं तो मैं इधर ही खड़ा होकर बोल देता हूँ. So good evening everyone. The drills will be performed by our BTech Fire and EHS students of first, second and third year, and also final year is also included.
Soon we will start with the drill. There will be 4 drills. Number 1, the parade by the students. Then the fire service tower drill, the BA chamber drill, the extinguisher drill, and the foam branch Tiranga drill. So the drill tower that you saw, you will soon see how the students are working actually on the drill tower for a rescue operation. And the smoke chamber that you saw, it actually contains a hurdles, a maze. There are a lot of hurdles there. So simulating a situation when there will be a fire, the fireman has to wear a breathing apparatus and then they have to move to many hurdles for the rescue operation. So there the student will be wearing the breathing apparatus, and then he will be moving through the hurdles and maze that is being created inside the smoke room, which is very dark and full of smoke. So we will just soon start with it.
So good evening everyone. So let us see the most awaited thing of this session. So before starting the drills, I request our dignitaries to just move out of the drill ground so it is not an obstacle to our students. So now the students of BTech Fire and EHS, first year, second year and third year are going to perform the drills for you. So let's start.
So this parade is being performed by the year 2 and 3 students of BTech Fire and EHS course. Students of this course, regular drills and parade they practice beside their regular study and internships.
So these drills are usually taught to all the years of BTech Fire and EHS. It is also a part of curriculum apart from student internship programs.
नाम बोल दो.
Now, next we will be witnessing fire service tower drill. So here what we are doing is that we are going to do extension ladder drill, which are performed by our students in our drill tower. So the ladder that is used here is 10.5 meter ladder, extension ladder, which is carried as standard equipment on fire tenders. So the ladder has been dismounted, and now the fire tender and ladder crew will now pitch the ladder against the drill tower, and they are going to do the extension ladder drill. So the scenario here is that the person has identified some victim in the second floor of the drill tower, and he is going to carry the victim using the extension ladder drill. So the students who are part of extension ladder drill are Milan Ambalia, Meet Joshi, and you have Tirth from final years. So Milan Ambalia will be climbing the ladder 10.5 meter to identify the victim using multi-gas canister mask. And Meet Joshi, Randal and Tirth will be supporting the ladder. Here, basically two members are basically always on the floor, either three, depending on to support the ladder. He goes through the window or opening that is available in the drill tower. He identifies that there is a victim, and then he lifts the victim using the fireman lift and brings down via the steps. There is a rescue team which is already ready. A first aid kit is bought to do the first aid activities. Simultaneously, the ambulance has also been called to the site to ensure that the victim is taken to the hospital in the right time. So an ambulance has arrived from GSFC Medical Center. The victim will be taken in the stretcher in the ambulance. Now currently for the victim, the first aid has been performed and now he will be taken into the ambulance. The victim is kept on the stretcher of the ambulance. He will be taken to the medical center of GSFC Limited. I would request audience to give a big applause for performing this drill by the crew, for performing the extension ladder drill and saving a victim. Okay, thank you. Next is breathing apparatus chamber drill. Now you are going to witness, which is called as the smoke chamber drill, performed our students. So during fires, the environment inside the buildings is dangerous due to the presence of smoke, which reduces the visibility and toxic gases, such as carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide, carbon dioxide, etc., which can cause problems which are very severe, and it can also cause death. So our students, Moksha, Jay and Rushi is going to perform breathing apparatus drill. Basically, the smoke chamber that is given here consists of maze, and there is also no visibility due to smoke. There is also no light that is present over here. there are two chambers which contain different kinds of maze, and they have to go through the maze. In certain chambers, they have to crawl, they have to climb and all those things, and they have to come out through the second chamber. They go through the chamber A and they come out to the chamber B. So whenever anybody is performing this drill, they follow what is called as the buddy system. Two people will go inside the chamber. This is to ensure that if in case if somebody falls down in the first, the other person can take note of it. Further, there will be another person who will be standing outside and taking note of the time, for the time required for going in from chamber A to chamber B. So two of our students have gone inside the chamber. Chamber B's difficulty level is high, chamber A's difficulty level is low. As you can see, the smoke is coming out from those chambers. There is limited or no supply of oxygen inside. That is the reason why they are using the breathing apparatus. So please applaud. We have two students who have come out of the breathing chamber. One is Moksha and other is Jay for performing this BA chamber drill. Thank you, Varun. Next is fire extinguisher drill. So basically here in fire extinguisher drill, we are using the dry chemical powder. For class A and class B kind of fire. So this is basically to extinguish class A class type of fire. So they have identified a class A, class B, the petroleum or which is called as flammable liquids that has caught fire. Now the team will come, use extinguisher of the right kind and extinguish the fire. The whole, the extinguisher tray is made up of 70B rating. Fuel tray that is made up of is 70B. So the students are bringing the extinguisher and they are picking up the right kind of extinguisher that is required for this kind of flame, and they are extinguishing the flame. So they are sweeping at the base to ensure that the fire gets ignited. Okay, please applaud for our students who have completed the fire drill using the appropriate extinguisher type. And the next one and the final one is foam branch Tiranga drill. This is a unique drill which you are going to witness. So students here will be laying hoses connect the proper branches, and perform the Tiranga drill. So students will be connecting the hoses to the proper branches, and they will be starting the supply of the water, and then they will be increasing the pressure, and then they will be conducting this Tiranga drill. So they are going to start the supply of water. And they have started increasing the pressure slowly. Yes, the foam has started coming. Oh, this is our Indian tricolor Tiranga. I would like the audience to congratulate the entire crew, our team also, GSFC Limited Fire and EHS department also, for supporting us to perform this drill in a wonderful fashion. So I request audience to give a big round of applause to this wonderful Tiranga drill, and also the entire crew of students who have done the drills. Also, it has been done under the leadership of Narendra Patel, Bhavesh, who is our fireman, drill instructor Siddharth Sisodia, and also the support of Fire and EHS department of GSFC Limited and AG. Thank you.
That was really nice. That was spectacular.
Now I request all dignitaries to shift to the cultural center of Fertilizer Nagar, where we have got a program of various speeches, because that's a air-conditioned room and that will be comfortable. So I mean, we have got a half an hour to reach. Before that, we can settle it down over there, and then we can proceed for our program.
So as you heard, Shri Bibi Bhani telling you that they will now be moving from the FIREPLEX to the cultural center. And while they are coming and we are starting our program here, Why don't we know a little more about GSFC University?
The cultural
and
center is
Fire
inside the
EHS?
township of GSFC Limited.
So while we are waiting for them to arrive here, we will just see some videos. Since we saw such spectacular drills, why don't we see some more of the drills and to know a little more about our university. So I would now request our IT team to please play the videos. So the drills which we will be seeing here, they have performed before, but it is so nice to see the drills and how the students perform. We thought that we will spend this time looking into those performances, again, different types of drills.
Gujarat, the ideal and the vibrant state, industrial development model, infrastructure and energy-ready state. The city of Vadodara, the cultural capital of the state, is also an important educational and industrial hub that is strategically connected with the entire globe. The Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, GSFC, is a joint sector public limited company promoted by the government of Gujarat and a jewel in the industrial crown of the state. GSFC, manufacturer and supplier of leading industrial chemicals, fertilizers and agro products, a multi-location, multi-plant, multi-services company, a promoter of many companies, delivering unparalleled value to society, powering growth in a greener way. GSFC University is established by GSFC in 2014 as a CSR initiative through GSFC Education Society. GSFC University's compact, contemporary, cutting-edge, customized and collaboration or 5C course curriculum is designed to match the dynamic industry demands. GSFC University follows a unique medical college-like model in imparting knowledge and skills to students, focusing on hands-on practical experience. Periodical reviews are also organized to plan the future curriculum and pedagogy. GSFC University is a pioneer in educating youth through intensive industrial internships at the end of every semester in the emerging disciplines of study. GSFC University is a paradigm shift in Indian higher education, a unique educational hub, and the aim is to make students industry ready. The university is steered by the governing body, Board of Management, Academic Council and Board of Studies comprising industrialists, academicians, and other experts. GSFC University is envisaged to be a compact and boutique university with course curriculum designed to meet the requirement of industries by following the medical college model to impart hands-on learning for engineering, science, management, and fire and environment, health, safety. Supported by 22 world-class manufacturing plants of GSFC located in close vicinity and having partnerships with more than 90 industries in and around Vadodara, offering industrial internships and training after every semester, providing choice-based credit system, laying the foundation for incubation and innovation center. To inculcate the spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation, the university has established a Section 8 company called Guitar Council. It is a multidisciplinary applied research center created to deliver innovative solutions to the industries. It will also act as an incubation center for novel ideas in technology and other areas of business. A faculty is selected through a rigorous process including student feedback. 30% of teaching is imparted by industry professionals. Foundation course at GSFC University ensures students' holistic development, which gives them a further edge to excel in modern competitive market. Various competitions, community services, sports, adventure trips, health checkups, cultural and technology fests, and participative management help students in their all-round development. Students' representation on the Board of Studies makes the university truly student-centric. Students are also invited as academic associates for enhanced peer learning. GSFC University helps in staying abreast with an education that the modern industries demand. Moreover, a participatory management style encourages us to be a part of important teams that manage the hostel, cafeteria, placements, and other important events on the campus. The university campus is unique in many ways. The lush green environment stimulates learning. The silent guardians, the inhabitants of GSFC Township, make the campus totally safe and secure for all, particularly for girls and female faculty members. In a short span of time, more than 30 state-of-the-art laboratories constitute the backbone of the academics at the university. It includes Fire and Safety Lab, Supercomputer Lab, Design Lab, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Lab, Robotics and Automation Lab, 3D Printing Lab, Data Engineering Lab, Advanced Organic Lab, Advanced Inorganic Lab, Analytical Chemistry Lab, Instrumentation Lab, Microbiology Lab, Facility Lab.
Hello. Our chief guest, MD, GSFC Limited, Shri Mukesh Puri sir, and President GSFC University, they have reached the venue. They will be joining us shortly here.
Towards industry readiness, employable students, GSFC University is developing itself into a vital national asset. A comprehensive ecosystem for students, university and industry, creating a win-win-win situation for all.
For you, sir, it would be really great if you could accept it.
So this is the drill that was done some time back.
So done. जय जवान, परेड के लिए आपकी अनुमति चाहिए। जय जवान।
To pay tribute to the martyrs who have sacrificed their lives for the country and to confer bravery on military persons, citizens and children for showing courage in the face of adversity, we would first like to start with a parade.
Parade! Forward!
but to reach and free trapped victims out of disaster and safely managing both casualties and hazards at the site of incident is also our job. And so our next performance is based on a rescue operation in which a person who has got conscious because of inhaling the leaked ammonia gas needs to be rescued as quickly as possible. And this operation will be done by Crew 1.
Crew 1, all out!
Crew 1 contains members as Dhruv, Chaitanya, Shridhun, Darshita, Dishita, Nitin, and Commander as Rishit.
Crew, दाहिने से गिनती शुरू करेगा, शुरू कर। 2, 3, 4, Crew में गिनती कर। 1, Crew 1, विसल के साथ काम शुरू करेगा।
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here, as you can see in this scenario, that a contract worker is working near an ammonia gas pipeline. But what will happen if this pipeline gets leaked? Let's see what happens. As you can see here, the white dense fumes, these are the ammonia gas fumes. And because of the leakage of this ammonia, which has been inhaled by the contract worker, he felt unconscious and now needs to be rescued as quickly as possible. Now, let me tell you a few things about the ammonia, which are basically its properties, or you can say the impact that it can cause to the human body. It is a flammable gas, and once inhaled can cause acute toxicity. Or if it enters through your eyes, can also cause serious eye damage. Skin burn can also occur if you come in contact with the ammonia. And another dangerous thing that is ammonia displaces oxygen from your body and causes acute suffocation. And if the exposure is more, then suffocation will be more. And so the rescuers who are going to the scene to rescue the person needs to wear breathing apparatus for this self-protection. As you can see now, the rescuers are moving by step. They are taking the stretchers there so that they can take the patient on the stretcher and then they can take him out to the open environment where ammonia will be there. Now the rescuers have brought the person who was exposed to ammonia to the open environment where oxygen is available. And here you can also see a rescuer who is wearing the neon colored suit. This suit is called as the ammonia suit, which is basically worn when you go for the rescue operation or if you want to close the valve from where the ammonia is laid.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to please rise as our dignitaries have entered the venue. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us a very veteran fireman, Shri D.D. Purandare. We are blessed to have his presence in the occasion here. A very good evening to one and all. I, Dr. Sanjukta Bose Goswami, Associate Professor, Chemical Engineering, along with Mr. Akshat Pandey, first-year Chemical Engineering student, on behalf of GSFC University, welcome our esteemed Chief Guest, MD, GSFC Limited, Shri Mukesh Puri, IAS, and Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department, Government of Gujarat. President, GSFC University, Shri P.K. Taneja, IAS retired. Former Deputy Inspector General Fire, Shri D.D. Purandare. Managing Partner, AG India, Shah Bhogilal Jethalal and Brothers, Shri Mukesh Shah. Provost, GSFC University, Dr. Nikhil Zaveri, Advisor and Professor of Practice, GSFC University, Shri B.B. Bhayani, all the dignitaries present of the dais, I welcome all our esteemed invited guests from Gujarat and outside Gujarat, all faculty and staff members of GSFC University, and our dear students, to the inaugural ceremony of FIREPLEX, Agni Sankul, a state-of-the-art training center in the field of fire and environment, health, safety, and Anviksha, a state-of-the-art laboratories and administrative building, GSFC University. I would take this opportunity to welcome the dignitaries with bouquet of flowers by the students of GSFC University. May I please call on stage Bushra to felicitate MD GSFC Limited, Shri Mukesh Puri sir, with a bouquet of flowers. Now I call on stage Pravjot to present a bouquet of flowers to President GSFC University, Shri P.K. Taneja, IS retired. We are happy to present the bouquet of flowers to former Deputy Inspector General Fire, Shri D.D. Purandare. I would now like to call Janvi to present the bouquet of flowers to President GSFC University, Shri P.K. Taneja. I would like to call on stage Mahek to present the bouquet of flowers to the managing partner of AG India, Shah Bhogilal Jethalal and brothers, Shri Mukesh Shah. I would like to call on stage Drishti to present the bouquet of flowers to Provost, GSFC University, Dr. Nikhil Zaveri. I would like to call on stage Samriddhi to present the bouquet of flowers to Advisor and Professor of Practice, GSFC University, Shri B.B. Bhayan.
आज के इस कार्यक्रम का आरंभ हम करेंगे भगवान श्री गणेश की वंदना से, जो सुख के कारक हैं, विघ्न का हरण करते हैं, जो ज्ञान के अधिष्ठाता हैं, जिन्हें प्रथमेश भी कहा गया है, जो सभी देवों में प्रथम पूज्य हैं। और क्योंकि हम आज एक नई शुरुआत कर रहे हैं, सर्वप्रथम गणेश जी का आशीष ग्रहण करेंगे। हम आमंत्रित करते हैं हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी के डाइवर्सिटी बैंड को। प्रस्तुत है गणेश वंदना।
इन दिनों भारतवर्ष में गणपति उत्सव मना रहे हैं। कहते हैं कि बैठे हुए गणपति वैभव और समृद्धि लाते हैं। तो आज हम भी बैठे बैठे गणपति वंदना से इस प्रसंग की शुरुआत करते हैं। गाइए गणपति जगवंदन सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन मोदक प्रिय मुदु मंगल दाता मोदक प्रिय मुदु मंगल दाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विदाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विदाता शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
Thank you, students, for this beautiful and soulful prayer. Moving ahead with the program, I would now like to call on stage Shri B.B. Bhayani, who is the advisor and professor of practice of GSFC University in the field of chemical engineering and fire and safety technology. He is former Executive Director Operation Project FNS of GSFC Limited. He has headed the operation of 12 plants of the fertilizer division. He has been actively involved in coordination of the establishment of the FIREPLEX, and I'm glad to request Shri B.B. Bhayani to deliver his welcome address.
Good evening to all. Respected Chief Guest, MD GSFC and ACS Home, Shri Mukesh Puri, President GSFC University and IS retired and ex-DG GIDM, Shri P.K. Taneja sir, Proprietor of AG, Shri Mukesh Bhai Shah, Veteran Fire Professional of India, Shri D.D. Purandare sir, ex-DIG CISF, Provost GSFC University, Shri Dr. Nikhil Javeri, invited guests, my colleagues of GSFC University, students, ladies and gentlemen. I, Bimal Bhayani, ex-executive director of GSFC Limited and now working as an advisor and professor of practice at GSFC University, welcome you all on a very auspicious occasion of inaugural function of FIREPLEX, a state-of-the-art training center for fire and EHS, and Anviksha building, that is a state-of-the-art building for laboratories and administration. Gujarat is a hub for refineries, petrochemicals, chemicals, fertilizers, specialty chemicals, pharmaceuticals and automobile industries. It is also a very prominent business hub through ports across the world. There are many heavy engineering manufacturing facilities already developed in the state. Many huge novel facilities for manufacturing are also under developmental stage. At the moment, there are thousands of industrial units, manufacturing units working in Gujarat and in India. Safety and fire, along with environment and occupational health, are the main challenges of these units for their sustainable development. Considering very hazardous nature of chemicals and various operations during manufacturing, storage and transport, there is a distinct requirement to address the important aspect of fire and safety and occupational health with the focus on the environmental issues. Every year, industrial accidents including fire, result in significant losses, not only in terms of lives, but also damage to the economical activities and environment. The need for comprehensive fire and safety measure has never been more critical than now. There is a large gap between availability of qualified and trained fire and safety professionals against the demand across India. There are very few universities and colleges which provides graduate course on fire and EHS. In fact, there was not a single college in Gujarat having BTech Fire and EHS till GSFC University started the course. So far, the requirement was managed by professionals who passed out from the National College of Fire, Nagpur, and nearby college like IPS Academy, Indore. Considering this most desired need of professionals in fire and EHS, it was envisioned by dynamic management of the GSFC University, headed by visionary President Sri P.K. Taneja, to start professional 4-year course BTech program in the field of fire and EHS in the year 2019. As a progressive vision, President GSFC University Sri P.K. Taneja, with full support of MD GSFC Sri Mukesh Puri, visualized to develop one state-of-the-art training center on fire and EHS for students and professionals of the industries. Messrs. Ag, Shah, Bhogilal Jethalal and Brothers, a pioneer manufacturer of fire equipments and design firm since 1933, shown their willingness to join hands with GSFC University in this noble effort of construction of innovative fire and EHS training center. This center is named as a FIREPLEX or Agni Sankul. The FIREPLEX is recognized and approved training center under Section 111A of Factory Act 1948 by Directorate of Industrial Safety and Health, Government of Gujarat since 18th April 2023. GSFC University would like to use FIREPLEX and laboratories in the area of fire prevention, fire protection, firefighting and rescue techniques along with EHS programs. The programs will talk about all the aspects of fire and EHS with case studies, knowledge sharing and practical training with the help of professional experts on the subject topics. GSFC University has signed various MOUs for fire and EHS training with prominent organizations. The FIREPLEX has following facilities for training. It has got a fire drill ground, hydrant system, drill tower with windsock and lightning arrestor, smoke chamber or a beer gallery, fire pump house, sprinkler system, foam spray system, medium and high velocity water spray system, gas flooding system, clean agent room, fire alarms and detection room, 60,000 liters fire water tank and underground sump for water collection and disposal. Water hydrant facility is available at most of the industries. However, drill tower is rarely seen in any training facility for fire and safety. Drill tower drills can be done here for rescue operation of high-rise buildings, apartments, hospitals, malls, and working floors of the chemical plants. FIREPLEX has various types of sprinkler systems for fire prevention. These systems are widely used in petrochemical plants, refineries, fertilizer plants, tank farms, and other process industries. The professionals and students can learn the design aspect and practical operation of these systems. Municipal fire brigade training can be conducted at FIREPLEX for firefighting. For fire protection of electronic data center, server room, telecommunication facilities, clean agent systems are used which can be seen and practiced at FIREPLEX. Manual call points, fire alarm systems, and various detectors can be studied and experienced at this FIREPLEX. The center provides efficient understanding to deal with fire and rescue operations. Smoke chamber provides live experience of rescue in vessel, tunnels with gases with the use of BSETs. Mock drills can be performed efficiently with clear methodical understanding of the participants, which in turn becomes very useful in handling real emergency situations. Over and above FIREPLEX, there are dedicated laboratories for fire and safety at Anviksha building, which teaches types of the firefighting equipments and EHS instruments. GSFC University urges all the industrial fraternity to have a MOU with GSFC University for regular training on fire and EHS with the use of FIREPLEX. It will provide professional training to their employees and will comply with the statutory rules at a very small cost without own investment. It is a win-win model for industries and GSFC University. The university would like to expand their training facilities in future as per the need and requirement of the industries. We will be grateful for your valuable suggestions for necessary continual improvement. With these words, I once again thank you all for gracing this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for briefing us all about the FIREPLEX. Moving forward, as we already heard from sir, the FIREPLEX or Agni Shankul is established by GSFC University in collaboration with AG India, Shah Bhogilal Jethalal and Brothers, one of the India's leading manufacturers of quality firefighting equipment. We have with us today Mr. Mukesh M. Shah, the managing partner of Shah Bhogilal Jethalal and Brothers, who has made a significant contribution in the development of the FIREPLEX. He is a commerce graduate with ICWAI. He has been associated with the operation of the firm since his early age, having completed more than 3.5 decades in this field. He is mainly involved with development and evaluation of products as well as marketing activity. Under his leadership, the firm has grown to a remarkable level, being one of the largest firefighting equipment and manufacturing companies in India today. He is also an active member of professional fire and safety associations, taking a leadership role in promoting the cause of fire safety. I would now like to request Shri Mukesh Shah to address the gathering.
नमस्कार एंड गुड इवनिंग। आज गणपति का दिन भी चल रहा है, संवत्सरी चल रहा है। इस ऐसा सुनहरा ये दिन है और मेरे हिसाब से ये दिन फायर इंडस्ट्री के लिए सुवर्ण अक्षर से लिखा जाएगा। ऐसा ट्रेनिंग सेंटर का आज हम उद्घाटन के लिए आ रहे हैं। इंस्पेक्टर श्री मुकेश पुरी सर, MD ऑफ GSFC, इंस्पेक्टर श्री PK तनेजा सर, President GSFC University and IAS, Respected Shri Nikhil Javeri, Provost of GSFC University, Shri Bimal Biyani ji from GSFC University Deputy Director. Respected, I guessed they all came from all the way. Mr. Moreshwar is the Deputy Director from Minister of Home Affairs. He came from Delhi. Chief Guest Shri D.D. Purendra Saab, Shri S.K. Dari Saab is the basically NBC conveyor for BIS and also former director of Delhi Fire Services, Mr. M.V. Deshmukh sir, President NFO and also former director of basically Maharashtra Fire Services, Shri G.C. Mishra ji again from Delhi Fire Services, Mr. A.K. Sharma, Mr. Shiv Sagar is the director of Nagpur Fire College, Mr. Ashok Menon is from again basically former Goa Fire Services, Mr. Umesh Khandelkar is again GM Director of Reliance Fire and Safety, Mr. Chaturvedi Rakesh is again a GM Fire and Safety Head from Adani, Mr. V. Jagdish from IIT Gandhinagar is a Dean, Mr. Gaurav Srivastav, Dean IIT Gandhinagar, Praful Shah from one of the best company of India till date, that is a FireX, Shri Ashok Shah from New Age, all dignitaries, GSC professors, and my community pillars from Khadaita, my family members. Good evening, all ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege for me to stand before on this auspicious occasion of the inauguration of Fire Safety Academy. Actually, Taneja sir has long before proposed that, and some due to disaster management came into contact, that they are willing to develop such facility. Initially, that was the tenders, and then I proposed that let us join hands in such a way that because of our experience and with me, Purendra sir's son Abhay is there. He is basically very keen of the basically fire training, and I am proud to say he is one of the best trainer in the faculty of fire fighting in India. And so we took up the opportunity, and this is the dream what we are saying today. I am very honestly telling you that this is it looks simple, but when you see the things in practical performance, theory and practical, it becomes easy to understand any student or anyone. I is such a thing that it becomes easy to grasp, and that dream has taken a success. And how such type of institute is required, because the students can really understand the product, how it works, and how installation is done. There is a huge vacuum in India, and this is I think this is the first step in Gujarat, such pillar as basically Taneja sir has thought of. Hats off it of her vision, and really we are proud that it has taken a shape today. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to GSFC University for the support and collaboration in making this project in reality. Their dedication to education and safety aligns perfectly with our vision for safer community. Training is only right way to develop and establish your confidence with a real firefighting. This is just beginning. Just we have tried to make a proto model. We require, because all dignitaries have come from Nagpur, Delhi, Mumbai on this occasion to bless this function. I request all that their inputs is required for this university, how we can make such proto model for the development and safer India. Our simple goal is that we should train our people, to train our this staff to safe firefighting in the case of tragedy. And India is a very big city. There are 26 states. I wish that every state should have such a wonderful facility. This is a pro model. I am ready to announce that. I am ready to develop 13 centers from our CS sector of Shah Bogilal, half India. That is my proposal. Shah Bogilal is a manufacturing company my grandfather started in 1933, and we are enjoying the fruits of that. Under his leadership of grandfather in 1933, we have supplied to defense and this. So we are proud to say we are the pioneer company. Under our CSR activity recently, we have developed passive fire laboratory at IIT Gandhinagar, and this is the first laboratory in India started for testing of fire doors. So till date we are going to foreign. So training and testing is the base of the development, and education and industry should join the hands in this development to develop our country safe. I also sincerely thanks to the people, the main pillars who have done the wonderful job in making this event. Shri Kumud Bhai Suthar is architect, Shri Mitesh Bhai, Shri Chintu Bhai Ashar, Shri Mehul Bhai, Shri Jalwan, and all these efforts have taken a shape. I once again, fire is a different tradition. Our soldiers are doing, saving us from the borders. These soldiers are saving our lives day to day. Their dedication is uncomparable. Always we have to give different salute to our fire officers, because they are doing the work on putting their heart and lives in the risk, and I always see them as a different soldiers angle. They are doing very good work for the society, and really I appreciate it, and we are in this field, so we should see how best we can do. That's all. Thank you, Lord. Thanks a lot. Once again, I thank GSFC for this wonderful support. Thank you.
धन्यवाद महोदय, अपने विचार हमसे साझा करने के लिए। आज के हमारे समारोह के सभी गणमान्य अतिथिगणों में से एक हैं माननीय श्री D.D. पुरंदरे, देश के वरिष्ठ फायर ऑफिसर्स में से एक, औद्योगिक सुरक्षा में पूर्व 4 दशकों के अनुभव के साथ अन्वेषक रह चुके हैं। महोदय भारत व यूके में इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ फायर इंजीनियर्स में भी कार्यरत रहे और इन्होंने फायर सर्विस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कोर्स जापान से पूर्ण किया। साथ ही साथ आरपीएफ फायर सर्विसेज, ऑर्डिनेंस फैक्ट्रीज, नेशनल फायर सर्विस कॉलेज और इंडियन पेट्रोकेमिकल्स कॉरपोरेशन लिमिटेड में भी सेवा प्रदान की। महोदय ने फायर मार्शल के पद पर पेट्रोकेमिकल्स कॉरपोरेशन लिमिटेड बड़ोदरा में कार्य किया। इससे पूर्व इन्होंने नेशनल फायर सर्विस कॉलेज नागपुर में डेप्यूटी डायरेक्टर और सीआईएसएफ में डेप्यूटी इंस्पेक्टर जनरल फायर का कार्यभार संभाला। महोदय ने अपने जीवन काल में कई फायर एंड रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस का नेतृत्व किया और वर्तमान काल में भी 80 वर्ष के आयु में भी रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस में अपना परामर्श दे रहे हैं। महोदय ने ग्लोबल फायर सेफ्टी प्रैक्टिसेस को अमल में लाने हेतु कई विदेश यात्राएं भी की। इंडस्ट्रियल फायर सेफ्टी की एक किताब के महोदय सह लेखक भी हैं, जिसके लिए इन्हें कई पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित भी किया गया है, जिसमें इंस्टीट्यूशंस ऑफ फायर इंजीनियर्स भारत की ओर से लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड 2007 भी शामिल है। 2018 में इन्हें फायर एंड सिक्योरिटी एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया की ओर से भी लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड से सम्मानित किया गया। आज अग्नि संकुल के इस उद्घाटन समारोह में श्री डी पुरंदरे जी की गरिमामयी उपस्थिति हम सबको कृतकृत्य करती है और अत्यंत हर्ष की अनुभूति करवाती है। हम निवेदन करते हैं एमडी जीएसएफसी लिमिटेड माननीय श्री मुकेश पुरी जी आईएएस एंड एसीएस गुजरात सरकार से कि वे श्री डी पुरंदरे जी को सम्मानित करें।
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, contributors are the lifeblood of any endeavor, and today we are here to shine a well-deserved spotlight on all the contributors who have played a unique and vital role in our collective journey of establishing the FIREPLEX, and for that we are profoundly grateful to them. I would now like to request President GSFC University, Shri P.K. Taneja, IS retired, to kindly do the honor. I would like to request to come up on stage Shri Harish Dharamsri, MD, HD Fire Protect Private Limited, Thane. Partho Roy. Okay. May I please request Mr. Partho Roy to please come up on stage and receive the award. I would now like to request Shri Chintu Ashar, MD, ex-Buzz, Fire and Security Private Limited, Mumbai, to please come up on stage. Thank you. I would now like to request Shri Mitesh Bhai Shah, CEO, Aqua Integrated Solutions, Vadodara, to please come up on stage. Shri Mitesh Bhai Shah, CEO, Aqua Integrated Solutions, Vadodara. We gratefully acknowledge your important contribution to FIREPLEX. Thank you. I would now like to request Shri Mehul Bhai, contractor for FIREPLEX, to please come up stage. We gratefully acknowledge your important contribution to FIREPLEX. I would now like to call up on stage Shri Kumud Bhai Suthar, architect for FIREPLEX. Shri Kumud Bhai Suthar, we gratefully acknowledge your important contribution for FIREPLEX. Thank you, sir. I would now like to request Shri Jwalant P. Shah, architect, FIREPLEX, to please come up on stage. Thank you, sir. I would now request the dignitaries to please take their seat. It is said that To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. It is indeed a proud privilege for me to introduce such an inspirational personality, our respected President, Shri P.K. Taneja. Having an illustrious career as a civil servant and putting all of that into words is quite a Herculean task for anyone. Shri P.K. Taneja joined Indian Administrative Services in 1984 after obtaining his B.Tech degree from Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Roorkee, India. His career spanning over 35 years, during which he worked with Government of Gujarat in various capacities and superannuated as Additional Chief Secretary. He has headed many important departments like Industries and Mines Department, Home, Health and Family Welfare, etc. Moreover, he has also successfully spearheaded several public sector companies of Government of Gujarat as Chairman, MD, CEO. He is the former Director General of Gujarat Institute of Disaster Management and former Director of SARC Disaster Management Center, Government of India. Shri P.K. Taneja is known for taking challenges, and he was instrumental in the successful turnaround of many Government of Gujarat companies like GSEL, erstwhile GEB, etc., out of financial distress. Such a multifarious experience as a civil servant, coupled with the quality of honesty, integrity, dedication, and hard work, made him an exceptional personality of his own. His exemplary vision and robust strategy played a pivotal role in the development of the FIREPLEX, and I am pleased to invite him now to deliver his presidential address.
My distinguished colleague and a very close friend and today's chief guest, Mr. Pukesh Puri, MD, GSFC Limited. Our esteemed, more than the chief guest, is Mr. D.D. Purandare. I can definitely make out about Mr. Purandare because I know his son very well. Our esteemed partner for FIREPLEX, Shri Mukesh Bhai Shah, Dr. Javeri, Provost, GSFC University, Mr. Bhayani, he is now advisor and professor of practice with GSFC University, and earlier he also had a stint as a provost when I took over as the president way back in 2018. Good evening, friends. I am indeed very happy to be part of this inaugural event. One may term it as a remarkable initiative for setting up a center of excellence. I didn't want it to be called as center of excellence, that's why I've named it as a FIREPLEX. What is a FIREPLEX? It's basically a complex where we talk about fire and safety, nothing else. This is a joint initiative undertaken by GSFC University with the support of GSFC company and by Messrs. AG Limited. I have had no exposure on the fire and safety subject as such. I have never been part of the Urban Development Department, which is the department for fire subject in Gujarat. In Government of India, fire subject comes with Ministry of Home Affairs. Although I was Home Secretary for a short time, but in Gujarat we don't do anything relating to fire, except that when there is a major thing, maybe Home Secretary has to play some role, but not really. And today, or for the last many years, I've been talking about fire and fire. And the person responsible is Mr. Puri. When I was DG GIDM, the way it happens in the government, the best bet is to give some responsibility to a colleague. So one is very safe. So when I was DG GIDM, Urban Development Ministry, the then Chief Minister wanted quite a few changes in the fire sector, including amendments in the relevant act, rules and other things. And also, they wanted to strengthen the fire's governance. And they chose GIDM as the consulting organization. So we became consultant to the Government of Gujarat in Urban Development Department without any knowledge of fire. But I was fortunate that I had one gentleman with the name Mr. Nisarg Dave. Today he is not here because his uncle passed away yesterday. He was my best bet. Wonderful person, very hardworking. And he had graduated from Sanand. Thereafter he did something in disaster management in UK. So he was the one who was my target. I mean, the man I could rely upon. And of course, the other gentleman who helped us was Mr. Abhay Purandare. And coincidence was that when something has to happen, it will happen. I was invited by IIT Gandhinagar to inaugurate some workshop on fire-related. Mr. Gaurav is here. And I only knew that fire is a big disaster hazard. There is no element of doubt on that. And that is where I happened to meet Mr. Abhay Purandare, because he was one of the resource persons for the workshop. So it's all a matter of coincidence. So since I knew Mr. Abhay Purandare, I knew IIT Gandhinagar, Dr. Sudhir Jain happened to be my classmate from Roorkee, we started working on this. But at the end, we were very happy, though we could not get the desired outcome, which is very difficult in a government setup. But I'll give huge credit to Mr. Puri that we could train hundreds of officers as fire safety officers. Today we have them. Even today, the director fire with Government of Gujarat is a trained from GIDM person. And just now, one gentleman who came on the stage, he said that he's my student. Because he also perhaps did his fire safety FSO course from GIDM. Today in the entire state, we have as many as about 300 fire safety officers who are empaneled by Government of Gujarat. The real work was that we could train them. And I think many of the resource persons who trained them are here today. I can remember Mr. Mishra from Delhi. It was a wonderful project. That too by GIDM, when the DG GIDM himself had no idea as to what the fire is all about. But coincidence was that I was in GSFC University. We started BTech course in Fire and EHS. Never ever it was started by anyone in the very small university. Now we are getting bigger day by day. When I joined, we had only 400 students. Today we have 2,145. Other universities, private universities are going down, we are going up. The credit again goes to our parents in the name of GSFC company. We do have a full support of GSFC company and the faculty and the every staff we have in GSFC University. This time total admissions are more than 1,000. Out of 2,100, 1,000 is the new admissions, freshers. So we started this BTech Fire and EHS about 4 years ago, and we had 24 students taking admissions with us. I have been to an FSC Nagpur, I have been to other places also just to find out. And particularly I have never been in education sector ever. But I am happy to share that those 24 boys and girls who graduated this year in the month of May, I think 18 to 20 have been, 18 have received are employed today in one of the good companies. And other 4 or 5, they want to pursue studies. If they want to be employed, they can be employed even today. So there is a scope, but still there is a huge problem. And the problem is that in Gujarat, mostly people are not interested in this course because it's a business society. Easy courses are, fire and safety is not an easy course. It's a difficult life to some extent. But then we are continuing. We had 24, then I think it went down to some 12, 14, and today in all we have, in the last 4 years, only about 50 or 60 I think in all. But we take it as a CSR for GSFC University. It is a responsibility to help the society. For us, it's a loss-making proposition, but we don't consider that education is ever a loss-making because we are contributing to the society as a whole. So we'll continue. This time I think the kind of effort we make for admissions in BTech Fire and EHS, perhaps I did not do it for my civil services examination. Talking to so many people, writing so many letters, having virtual, physical, all kinds of meetings. But today I'll take this opportunity to make once again this request because you all are fire professionals. Our commitment to the society is unwavered, will not wave. We'll continue with this. So this year perhaps we are getting about 15, 16, how many? 19, oh good. So the number has gone up. 19. But they will get the job without much of a problem. It has a plus in that sense that fewer the number of candidates, better will be the employment opportunities. Am I right? So there is a plus side in this also. But my request is that if you are true fire professional, then please do work for it. And ensure that more and more people get into this somewhat difficult profession and make the society more safe. Now, I still remember I used to be MD GSFC 15 years ago. That time I used to get many requests from those who were training firemen and others for training in GSFC company. GSFC company is 60 years old, more than 60 years old. Am I right? And we were providing training even that time on request basis. So why not to have a training center today when we have a BTech course here? That is how we thought of setting up this. And fortunately, Mr. Puri also joined as MD GSFC. So we have been together in this kind of initiative when we discussed, and we decided to set up a training center. I don't think there is any drill tower in the state of Gujarat. Am I right? Today we have a drill tower in GSFC University and in FIREPLEX. And our only desire is that it should become a self-sustaining. We don't expect any profit from the center. We simply say that it should continue to be a self-sustaining center. That is where all the institutions, all the industries, I have been in industries for a very, very long time. I have a strong connect with Baroda. Almost 10 to 12 years I have been here. GACL, GSFC, GEB, GSEC and all that. And since I have been part of the industries, and I have had a bad accident in my GACL company way back in 2002 when 4 people lost their lives. That was of a different kind of accident. But the point is that fire is a hazard which will continue and we need to do something. Training is absolutely necessary. It's not a question of desirability, it's a question of necessity. I still remember an event about 2 years ago or 3 years ago that there was a fire in a multi-storied building where the deputy editor of Times of India was staying. His family was there in the flat, in that tenement, that apartment. His wife and 2 daughters. One daughter, perhaps she was already given a training or something. While the fire was on, she went to the bathroom and switched on the tap. She survived, the other 2 died. Small things matter. There is a huge shortage of trained fire staff in the country as well as in Gujarat. There are many reports to that kind. I'll not go into those reports. If there is a need, then somebody has to fill it up. That gap is to be filled up. And we are doing because of that. We have a commitment at the level of Mr. Puri. Of course, Mr. Mukesh Bhai has also joined. He has contributed significantly to this. And I do have certain reports as per which the shortage or the gap is as high as 97%. As per the Standing Fire Advisory Committee, I think Mr. Mishra and others must be aware about it. Gujarat is still much better than other states. But even Gujarat has to do all that. And I do believe that, just to share one more information, that now Gujarat also has set up a training institute, fire training institute. Again, it was Mr. Puri who decided, am I right, Mr. Puri? And of course, I persuaded him to set it up next to GIDM. Now it is called Gujarat State Fire Academy. I was instrumental to change the name. The moment it is academy, you start thinking in a very different way. And second thing is that Mr. Puri may not be aware that I also proposed to the government that it should be an autonomous institution the way GIDM is. That means it should be run by a society rather than by the government department. Mr. Solanki is here. Mr. Solanki? No, he has left? Okay. And I am given that the proposal which we had sent, 2 things have happened. That the administrative control and the management of GSFA, Gujarat State Fire Academy, is given to GIDM. So DGGIDM will be the overall in charge of Gujarat State Fire Academy. And the second decision which we had proposed and has been approved is that it should be a society so that the decision making is fast. It has to be run like an autonomous institution. This will go a long way, according to me, for fire and safety sector. So all fire professionals who are here perhaps may like to study more and contribute even to Gujarat State Fire Academy by way of upskilling the skills and other interventions. Of course, people like veterans like Mr. D.D. Purandare need to be recognized, and it's a great gesture on the part of Mr. Mukesh Shah. My salutation to Mr. Purandare, and I'm sure that many fire professionals in this sense are being recognized today, those who are contributing for the fire sector. It's very inspiring and heartwarming. I'm also part of it, so I also feel happy about it. Mr. Bhayani has already made a request that we definitely would like to make this center a center of excellence in true sense, if I use the word. That means that the best of the things should be there, and we do contribute to the society in real sense. I can only tell you that I have sent an invitation letter at least to 500 different industries to attend this function with a very single objective. I know that they will not come, but I am doing my duty. At least they will come to know that such a facility is coming up. We have the full support of GSFC company. GSFC Fire Department is one of the best, and of course we have Gujarat Refinery and others. We should approach them also, Mr. Bhayani. And we have also been recognized by the Directorate of Industrial Safety and Health as the training institution. So we will be able to issue the necessary certificates as desired by the statutes, relevant statutes. We have also now MOU with PESO. PESO wanted GSFC University only. So that will also help us in serving the objective we have targeted. And others are also welcome. And I definitely would like, Mr. Bhayani, that next financial year at least, we should not be making losses. At the same time, we should be making it fully operational in every sense of the term. A classroom also is likely to come up. Am I right, Mr. Mukesh Bhai? Yes, sir. And very soon, we should be making it a operational hub. If there are any suggestions, please do suggest. I understand that 20 one-day training programs, I don't know one-day training programs really help or not. I think we should not compromise with the quality of training, whatever may happen. This is what I will prefer. What is adequate, what is good, I am not the right person to decide. I would like that a group of experts should decide as to what all it should contain, how much it should be, what should be the charges for that. Our objective is not to make money, but to see that we provide the services. It's going to be a service center in that sense of the term, but if it has to survive, it has to make charges. And secondly, it has to grow. If we have to add certain facilities, we need to definitely work on that plan also. I'm sure this initiative will be viable, vibrant, and self-sustaining. we will perhaps like an advisory board or something to be there to guide as to what activities we should be doing. We are already ready, I think, with the calendar. But one-day training program will go away, will maybe a superficial one. I think people come and have a cup of tea, and by the time the day is over, I don't know what do we learn. We should learn more and more and put in more concerted efforts to see that we deliver the services rather than simply do it only for the namesake. This is how we believe things should work out. And I am again grateful to Shri Mukesh Bhai Shah and also Shri Mukesh Puri for giving us the full support. And we also request you also to lend your full support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. It is a profound honor to stand before you today to introduce our esteemed chief guest. This occasion is indeed a momentous one, as we have the privilege of welcoming a person whose accomplishments, leadership, and wisdom are renowned far and wide. Shri Mukesh Puri is an IAS officer with 35 years of experience in public administration, holding several important posts in the state government, Government of India, and international organizations. He is currently serving as Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department, Government of Gujarat, Managing Director of Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited since December 2020, Managing Director of Sardar Sarovar Narmada Nigam Limited, Government of Gujarat owned undertaking. Shri Puri has done post-graduation in economics from the Delhi School of Economics and post-graduation in international political economics from the University of Tsukuba, Japan. Shri Puri has held various important portfolios such as Collector and District Magistrate, Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Gujarat, Principal Secretary, Education Department, Government of Gujarat, Principal Secretary, Water Supply Department, Government of Gujarat, Additional Chief Secretary, Urban Development and Urban Housing Department, Government of Gujarat, Additional Chief Secretary, Agriculture, Farmers Welfare and Cooperation, Government of Gujarat. Shri Puri has also worked in power sector and held the position of Managing Director, Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited. Environment sector as Chairman, Gujarat Pollution Control Board. International organization, worked with UNICEF for a period of 3 years, 2006 to 2009. Without further ado, sir, requesting you to please address the gathering.
Very good evening to all. Thank you for your kind introduction. Dignitaries on the dais, my good friend and senior colleague, Mr. Taneja, Mr. Purandare, Dr. Nikhil Javeri, Mukesh Bhai Shah, and my senior colleague in GSFC till recently, Mr. Bayani. We had a wonderful drill function. So let me first of all compliment all participants in the drill function, the young officers in particular, and those from the university who helped organize it. The leading luminaries, the fire professionals who have come, I didn't realize this, not only from Gujarat but even from Bombay, Delhi and elsewhere. Director of Fire, Gujarat State, who was here till recently, probably is gone, left now. Senior colleagues from GSFC, I'm glad that all of you could make it. In particular, Mr. Mishra and his team of fire professionals. It's indeed a very important day in the GSFC calendar, I would say, that in our campus, a new, vibrant currently a small, but in the days to come, it will be a very important institution has come up. The whole concept of FIREPLEX, before me, Mr. Bayani and Mr. Taneja, Mr. Mukesh Bhai have talked at length about it, so I would not like to repeat the points they have already made. But the matter of fact is that there is a huge scarcity of trained personnel and training facilities. In fact, Mr. Taneja alluded to the project that was given to GIDM when I was Additional Chief Secretary of Urban Department. In fact, those of you from Gujarat and even from outside would recall, during the COVID period, there were many fire accidents, particularly in hospitals. Very unfortunate, a lot of people died, and that is the time when a great deal of awareness was generated, focus was placed. Sad as those incidents were, they helped in creating awareness in the larger society that we have to proactively look at this sector and ensure that proper fire facilities are available. But when we spoke to the hospital management or the hotel management or the other institutions where, as urban development department, as municipal corporations, as nagarpalikas, we were trying to impose those very stringent fire regulations which are part of the existing act, the common refrain from them was, where are the professionals? Aadmi nahi milte hain, trained log nahi milte hain. And yes, it is a fact, as most people in this room know, other than the Fire Institute at Nagpur, which is probably outstanding. I don't have personal experience from, but what I hear from people who have passed out or hired people from students from Nagpur, it must be an excellent institution. But then there is a huge gap. Every state has a few institutions, some recognized, some not so recognized. So the kind of professionals who are coming out in this field are of different quality. I wouldn't say indifferent quality or poor quality. They are definitely serious people who have done their training seriously. But if they don't have the right kind of facilities, amenities, training infrastructure, then chances are they may individually be very brilliant, but they could possibly not be up to the mark, especially at a time when industrialization is taking place at such a frenetic pace all over India and in Gujarat in particular. So this gap was there, and I'm glad due to the efforts and conscious efforts of GSFC University. I forgot to mention the board of directors, some of the members are here. Professor Nandini, welcome. So this gap was recognized, and the BTech program which was mentioned and the other program was started. And today we are seeing that continuously, by focusing on this aspect, GSFC University has come up with a drill center, a FIREPLEX, Agni Sankul. I am sure it will help in creating a better set of trained manpower in the days to come. I would also encourage, I was checking with Mukesh Bhai, that how did he manage to get such a large number of professionals, and then Mr. Taneja mentioned that he's invited 500 people from different industries. And it's a fairly good audience considering that it's a holiday and a day when everybody is in a hurry to go back and celebrate. Even on such a day when the hall is half full, that's a great thing. I would encourage that the time that we get after this event is over, the networking dinner, should be utilized properly to build deeper connections, give your feedback from whatever you have seen at the Agniplex, so that over a period of time we can improve upon it. All I can say from the GSFC side as MD, we have a full commitment to GSFC University. The very fact it carries the name of GSFC means that every success, and already there have been many, every success of GSFC University is a success of GSFC. It helps in our branding. You are the ambassadors. I am now addressing the students in particular. You are the ambassadors of GSFC. 10 years, 20 years, it's a very new universities. Like Mr. Taneja mentioned, from 400, we have grown to 2,000 now. So the students who are going out, and I'm sure many of you would be achievers in your respective fields, you will always carry good memories from this institute. You would talk highly about it, and more importantly, GSFC would be known not merely as a chemical company, but as an educational hub. And that's where we see our future. After all, we've been in this city for more than 60 years. I believe, and I hear from many of the veterans of the city, that GSFC has contributed to the culture of the city. At least it has enhanced it in maybe to some degree. The very fact that GSFC can come up with such a cultural center by spending a lot of money is indicative of what we wish to do. And that is that GSFC is just not a profit-making chemical company, but a company which is deeply associated with the city of Vadodara. And in that sense, the education purpose or the gap in education or the improvement in education, if GSFC can contribute it any which manner, I as MD can surely commit that we'd like to do so. And the university's progress shows that the results are good, very encouraging. In the days to come, I'm sure Plex or Agni Sankul or FIREPLEX will add to the glory of GSFC. And with that, I conclude for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. As a token of our appreciation, I now request President GSFC University, Shri P.K. Taneja, to felicitate MD GSFC Limited, Shri Mukesh Puri, with a memento. Thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. As we are coming to the closing of the inaugural ceremony of the FIREPLEX, I would now like to request Dr. Saurav Shah, Dean, School of Technology, to convey the vote of thanks.
So, good evening to all the esteemed dignitaries, most valued invited guests, and one and all present here. I take the privilege to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the distinguished guests who have made the inaugural ceremony of FIREPLEX an unforgettable and resounding success. First and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to today's chief guest, Honorable MD, GSFC Limited, Sri Mukesh Puri sir, Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department, Government of Gujarat, whose presence here today has added immense prestige to this event, and his motivating words and invaluable support has boosted everyone's confidence. Also, we duly acknowledge the unstinted support of GSFC Limited in developing such state-of-the-art facilities and all such endeavors. Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time out of your busy schedule and other priority work. I also take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to the Honorable President, GSFC University, Sri P.K. Taneja sir, IAS retired, who has not only honored us with the esteemed presence, but also has been instrumental in guiding and shaping the vision of FIREPLEX. It is a result of his visionary leadership, perseverance, and determination, which has played a pivotal role in developing the FIREPLEX, which is, I proudly say, it is one of its kind, state-of-the-art training center in the entire state of Gujarat. Sir, your inspiring words and invaluable insights have truly set the tone for what promises to be an extraordinary beginning of learning and training at the FIREPLEX. We also extend our sincere appreciation and gratitude to Sri Mukesh M. Shah, CEO and Managing Partner of Shah, Bogilal, Jethalal and Brothers, AG India, for his generous and noteworthy contribution in setting up FIREPLEX. His selfless service to society is also worth taking note of. It is absolutely our pleasure to have very distinguished personality with us, Sri D.D. Purandaraji, who is one of senior most fire officers in India, veteran as well as, I can say, stalwart in industrial fire safety. Let us give a big round of applause to his valuable presence. We are grateful to the members of governing body and board of management and other invitees for their valuable presence in this event. We also acknowledge and thankful to the officials from PESO, DIS for their precious presence. We are confident that the association with these organizations will elevate the recognition of FIREPLEX to the next level. We also acknowledge the esteemed presence of Mr. Atul Garg, Director, Fire Safety, Delhi, Mr. Rahande, former Director, Maharashtra Fire Services, Mr. Nalin Chaudhary, Director, Fire Service, Gujarat, and Mr. Swastik Jadeja. We are grateful to have you today, and we appreciate your time you spared for this auspicious occasion. We also extend our sincere appreciation to all the dignitaries on the dais, all the invited guests who have honored us with their gracious presence. And this momentous occasion would not have been possible without their presence. Your support and encouragement have bolstered our spirits and reaffirmed our commitment to excellence. A special mention goes to Sri B.B. Bayani sir, who is overall coordinator of FIREPLEX, advisor and professor of practice, who has worked very hard in developing the FIREPLEX with the support of Fire and EHS team, Mr. Sri Krishnan, Sri C.P. Doshi sir, Mr. Narendra Patel and other members. We also duly acknowledge their efforts. We are thankful to Sri Abhay Purandareji, who has also extended his technical expertise and support in setting up the FIREPLEX. We would also like to thank all the contributors for making FIREPLEX a reality. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our senior management and leadership team, Provost Dr. Nikhil Javeri sir, Sri R.B. Panchal, Director Admin and Registrar, Sri Mahesh Barot, Director Campus, for their valuable support and guidance in organizing this event. We also thank the FNC, GSFC Security, for their uninterrupted support in all our activities. I would also like to thank all those who have worked very hard behind the scene, particularly all the committee members, facility, marketing, IT team, all the volunteers, and specifically my dearest students of BTech Fire and EHS. Please give a big round of applause for their enormous cooperation in organizing this event. We would also like to appreciate all print and electronic media for their coverage and support. Thank you for being part of this celebration. In conclusion, today marks the beginning of a wonderful journey of FIREPLEX, and we are confident that this center will evolve into a beacon of knowledge and will produce skilled fire and safety professionals taking care of dire needs of society. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this momentous occasion. Your presence and support have really made this day truly exceptional. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As we are about to close the ceremony, I would request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जय
Jai. I would now request everyone to please proceed for dinner in School of Technology, GSFC University. Faculty members and students are requested to kindly be seated until all the dignitaries and esteemed guests have left the venue. Faculty responsible team, kindly guide the guests towards the venue, the dinner venue. Thank you.